So sisters, look, this is, I don't know, I consider this a hazard sign, okay? This is a warning for you. To watch out with having, I guess, these heart-to-heart discussions we tend to get into over our gender identities with people who we wouldn't normally have a heart-to-heart discussion with about other things. Okay? So let me talk, this is what I mean. There's lots of people in our families, even siblings and stuff, aunts, uncles, siblings, whatever, people that we care about, we enjoy their company, but honestly, it's more casual, it's more superficial. It's more laughing and talking about the movies or sports. Well, not for me, not sports, but, other families. Talking about just casual stuff and having fun. Talking about some recipe or something. And now when you're coming out to people that you're transgender, I'm transgender, it's really easy to start having these really deep heart-to-heart talks, where sometimes they're asking you about things that you wouldn't normally want to tell people, that are kind of more private things. Cards you kind of want to play a little closer to your chest. And now they're asking to see your cards, and this isn't a person you would normally have that kind of a talk with. But it's about this, and so you want to open up. You want to talk to somebody about that. I do, you do, we all do. We sometimes we need to talk about this stuff, okay? But I would watch out. Don't be hostile and throw up a wall, but watch out getting into these deep conversations too fast. Because sometimes, I'll be honest, this has happened to me in my family, that I've found myself getting into these really vulnerable discussions with people and really opening up about private stuff. And then that kind of openness doesn't really ever become reciprocal. That they kind of try to act like, oh, with me, there's just nothing to talk about. Now, other people are polite enough to just be like, you know what, however you feel, I support you and whatever. They don't need to get into some deep conversation about my feelings because they know they don't want to open up about their feelings, about whatever their life is. But watch out. Because if you start getting into these deep conversations with people where it's all about your feelings and it's not kind of a reciprocal thing that's going on, then they are building up gossip about you. Then they have no skin in the game. You know what? And there was a gigantic, because look, if you are coming out as transgender in your family, then I guarantee you, sister, that is something that is creating some chatter. Okay? That's creating chatter. People are going to be talking about that. Okay? They're going to be like all to your face, oh yeah, it's no big deal. We don't care. Well, yeah, but behind your back, that doesn't mean they don't think you're crazy. That doesn't mean that that's not a big conversation in family. Have you heard about so-and-so? Have you heard about Justin? He's Sydney now. Oh my goodness. Of course people talk about that stuff. You would, wouldn't we all? That's big news, okay? That's some juicy stuff. You need to watch out that you're not giving people dirt on you. That you don't want to be telling somebody something unless you want everybody to know about that. Okay, is that if somebody's opening up to you and telling you things they wouldn't, that they wouldn't want anybody else to know, then that's one thing. And as a side note, something else I'd watch out for related to this is watch out for people that, when you're talking to them, and you're talking about your private things that you probably don't want them telling everybody. Telling you something private about another person isn't the same thing as them opening up about their life. Okay? Telling you something about somebody they know or somebody else in your family and what their dirty secrets are. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this, Sydney, because so-and-so has this other thing going on in their life, and don't tell them I told you, but Other people in the family have their issues. That's not the same thing as them opening up. Okay, they still have no skin in the game. And believe me, there's going to be some dirt spilled on you. That there's going to be a future conversation where it's like, well, don't tell them I told you this, but, you know, Justin told me this thing. So watch out, okay?